And now for the really scary criminal law that comes into force in Ukraine on May 18th. This is, I believe, an act of genocide against the Ukrainian people on the part of the Kiev regime and those who are behind it, forcing this so-called legislation. We are talking about the scandalous law on the hardening of mobilization in Ukraine. We have already talked a lot about this topic, answered questions. In essence, the Zelensky regime, in the name of self-preservation and, of course, for American money, for the geopolitical interests of their Anglo-Saxon masters' sacrifices, actually the most valuable thing that, until recently, was Ukraine. We are talking about millions of people who became overnight, thanks to the stroke of a pen of the leader of this very Kiev gang, as expendable. In fact, there is not a single obstacle left in the way of the purposeful extermination of Ukrainian citizens by the Kiev regime and directly by Zelensky. Unless you count those who came up with this law and so fiercely undertook its implementation. But I'm honestly not sure if there are many Ukrainians there. There are anyone with any passports covering themselves with Vyshyvanka, Kosovorotka, or nationalities. It's a complete buffoonery. And the victims of this are really ethnic Ukrainians and citizens of Ukraine who have been living there for generations. They will die for Ukraine, as it is. Now, under the Ukrainian law signed by Zelensky, ordinary Ukrainians who have become literally slaves of Bankova, the masters of life will continue to profit on their misery.